Welcome to Lux Insider with Anita, Khatri, straight from Geneva. My favorite city with some bright sunny weather, and like the locals say here, c'est bon? And I couldn't agree more. Far from the sweltering heat in Mumbai, Watches and Wonders 2024 is my annual ritual. It's something I look forward to. Last few weeks, Team Lux Insider has been gearing up, planning, scheduling meetings and discussing how we can get the information to you, my listeners, right here from Geneva. And today's episode is a short and sweet one. It's about discovering new timepieces from Montblanc and decoding style tips from the Managing Director and CEO of Montblanc India. You don't want to miss this one. We all know Montblanc writing instruments are coveted gifts of our prized treasures. I, for one, can vouch for the prized treasure feeling of my Montblanc pen. Not only that, it has also emotion attached to it. But did you know that Montblanc has been raising the bar in haute horlogerie, combining excellence in craftsmanship? And this year is no surprise. In the booth, I'm welcomed by dark blue and black hues. Something like I'm beneath the ocean. Right as I enter the booth, I head straight into a cubicle to experience the novelty from this year's Watches and Wonders 2024 collection from the Maison. I'm engulfed by the sounds beneath the ocean, the gurgling sounds. And there stands the highlight, the Montblanc IC Zero Oxygen Deep 4810. The concept of zero oxygen is that zero oxygen is housed inside the case and features several benefits for explorers who need the equipment to work in harsh environments. It eliminates fogging and oxidization of the components and thereby lasts longer and will provide continued precision over time. Zero oxygen timepieces pioneered by Montblanc were introduced to scale heights above sea level, that is the mountains. After conquering heights, the same technology is applied to conquer the depths of the ocean. That is for divers. If you're wondering what 4810 stands for, it's minus 4810 meters below sea level, inverting the 4810 meter height of the Montblanc mountain to connect the world of the ocean to the mountain. The timepiece is built to work under the ocean at 4,810 meters below sea level. The 43 mm dial size piece is encased in titanium with a massive power reserve of 120 hours, which is almost 5 days. The indexes are superluminova material so that you can read the dial below in the depths of the ocean. The timepiece is mesmerizing. You have to see the timepiece on my YouTube or Instagram. Please do check it to understand this marvel. I now move on to the inside of the booth where I'm welcomed by Mr. Neeraj Walia, the Managing Director and CEO of Montblanc India. We sit down to chat about the new timepieces, his favorite from this year's release, and what are the do's and don'ts while pairing the perfect timepiece. Let's hear what he has to say. So Neeraj, this is the first day of your exhibition. And how has the exhibition been so far?
At the first day, it's full of excitement, and the exhibition is very well perceived by the clients as well who are walking in. Montblanc is always known to surpass the boundaries and bring something which is exceptional and new. And this year is no exception as well. The collections are receiving very good response. So it's exciting days ahead. It's just the first day.
You have some specific expectation from this exhibition as such?
No, the only expectation we come over here is we have amazing artisans, craftsmen, or watchmakers who bring beautiful ideas into those beautiful timepieces. The customer should come, have a touch and feel, and look at those beautiful creations. We know they are amazing. We just need an interface of theirs, touching in, hand-holding those creations. It'll be the beauty of those creations will entice them.
So, is there any specific piece that has stole your heart as far as new launch is concerned? And why?
It's a difficult thing. Your heart always goes out for beautiful things. And there are many across in the booth, whether it starts from the 4810, the Deep Sea, or I talk about the Carbo 2, which has been launched.
And the burgundy tone glacial pattern dials from our Ice Sea collection.
The green zero oxygen, the dial color. There is amazing, beautiful story on the Nicola Riosec, which is again a tribute across to the Meisterstück, celebrating the 100 years of Meisterstück. They all are beautiful, amazing pieces. We can talk there. Each piece comes with so beautiful story. Like I talk about this, the one I like the most. Again, it's a difficult thing whether it's the most or many of the most. The Nicola Riosec. Nicola Riosec. I've always liked that concept. It's a complete 100% in-house Montblanc movement. A beautiful chrono where you don't have those chrono tests across at 3 or 6 or 12 or 9, but they are centered around at different positions. A chrono where the discs moves. What adds this year especially is the dial. When we look around the dial, it takes inspiration from how when we launched the Meisterstück 1.4 series, the emblem and the dimensions across of the emblem, the rough dimensions and the details taken from the archives, that is there as an inspiration across. There is an inspiration in 1920s when we were doing the Meisterstück. The inspiration from the archives over there has been part of the dial. So it's a beautiful story, and it's a very unique and a different timepiece. It's a beautiful piece.
Which watch are you wearing today?
Me, I'm wearing the Star Legacy Chrono.
You're wearing chrono again?
I like chronos. I like something moving around in the wrist. Not too much, but it has to be some detailing going across on the wrist, some detailing which aligns with the mood board, some detailing which complements. A watch for me is not just another accessory. Watch completes your mood board. Watch completes your complete. It's a very important element in your silhouette. What you're planning for the day, how you're presenting yourself, what's your mood board? It complements everything.
So you're saying that it actually speaks about your personality, your individual style.
Yes, there is an individual style, and individual style is represented at different platforms. So a watch complements how you want to present your individual style at that particular platform.
So nice. You can tell our audience, especially the male audience, when it comes to styling your watch, what are the do's and the don'ts? And what made you today select this particular watch?
Oh, it goes perfectly well with my suit. And if you see, there is a beautiful patina across, which I liked on the strap. A beautiful, the leaf hands, which are again in deep blue tone, which is setting contrast across on the white dial base and setting perfectly well across with the navy blue suit which I'm wearing. And it's more for me, it's more a little formal come casual occasion. So I needed a watch which talks about the situation or the mood board in which I am in. So that's why it's nice.
So are you saying that a watch worn for formal purposes need not go very well when it is worn for a casual activity?
I wouldn't say that a formal watch does not go over there, but it's how you want to carry it with your attire.
Okay.
Like for example, I'm wearing this with a suit. And if I'm going across for, let's say, an Indian ethnic wear or somewhere I'm moving across for the evening for, yeah. So then I have a beautiful heritage watch which has got a brown dial.
Okay.
And with the same patina strap, leather strap across. And it goes very well across because in India you have various occasions where you have a little bit of bling, where you have the beige, the red, the copper, the colors which very well intricate across into the celebrations. That goes there. If I'm going out alone, having more thing to explore nature, if I'm with my friends, having fun or sports, my 1858 is the best watch for me. It's a beautiful, clean dial. It's perfect.
So different watches you can style for different occasions. And when it comes to Indian wear, especially Indian traditional family get-togethers, weddings, what is your suggestion? Can you wear a metal watch? Like often you would have noticed people wearing Rolex. Rolex, there is this gold metal strap, and that is power statement or a position that you come from. A lot of bling is there. What do you have to say about that?
I think these are personal choices and tastes which go along. When it comes to Indian weddings and occasions, we all understand that there is a lot of intricate work which goes across in making Indian trousseaux or the dresses across. So watches can complement that out. But for me as a person, I like one with leather, because for me the leather straps, they talk about finesse, they talk about story, they talk about some affair. I don't think we can do a patina across on a metal bracelet, but a patina across on leather, which talks about the savoir-faire, which talks about the craftsmanship which has gone inside it. So I appreciate leather more. And as far as the occasion is concerned, it can match. You may have a gold watch, or you may have all white metal watch, or a rose gold watch, whatever attire you're wearing. It's a beautiful part of you. Watch is not separate from you. It's a beautiful part of you when you are bringing yourself across to an occasion. So that's very important to pick and choose.
When they say men love their cars and watches, I wouldn't say it's wrong, because that's one of the accessories speaks volume for a man.
For sure. I love my watches. I love the small detailing, and it's not at times, yes, people who are intrigued in knowing what am I wearing today or which watch I'm wearing today. It's good to tell a story, but it's more for me to know the beautiful story behind each watch. Or when you pick up a Minerva, you know what is a beautiful story across of Minerva. When you look around the case pack and it's an open case pack, you see the beautiful rotor behind moving in an automatic watch. When you hold the crown across on it, it's a beautiful story. It's more for
Own self
and own satisfaction.
So many times people ask us this question: which is the best investment in a watch? And what you're saying to me today is just bringing back our discussions. And you shouldn't buy a watch for investment. You should buy a watch that you enjoy.
Exactly. I think for me, if I'm not enjoying a watch, then I would like rather to look around the ROI. I'm not looking at the ROI across into it. My ROI is not monitored by money across into it. My ROI is monitored across with my enjoyment and my passion and the more fun I'm getting in, the more passion I'm getting, and the more satisfaction I'm getting in wearing a watch. That's the best investment for me. The investment in terms of what money I'm going to get out of it, I would not go in that direction as a person.
So I see that you are wearing a very nice and a fine detailing in your suit. Is it branded suit?
No, I go for bespoke.
Bespoke?
I go for bespoke.
So personalization, we will say.
Yes, it plays a very important role for me. Picking and selecting the fine fabric. I need to know about the counts in the fabric. I need to know about the level of sheen across in the fabric. Counts and the colors and the sheen, they all play an important role. And along with that, I need to have my preferred lining inside. The pockets have to be inside about my requirement and all. So it's like I said, it's not just a suit you wear because you're just going for an occasion. It's part of you. The more time you give on each of these unique things which are around you, you start enjoying things which are with you rather than looking outside and exploring for enjoyment outside.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Neeraj. Any other tip that you want to give to any of our Indian audience when it comes to younger generation when they are looking at styling tips?
I think the audience in India, the clients in India are very well educated about the styling tips, about how to dress up at different occasions. The only suggestion, if I may add across for them, would be they appreciate different. They appreciate the beauty. They appreciate art, and there is so much happening around when it comes to Montblanc watches as well. There is so beautiful stories around. Right from if you see the 20 steps taken across in making just a small a small thing called the Graphy Boys technique used across in the IC dials, or the zero oxygen coming in, or the 3D case back engraving coming behind onto it, or the Burgundy dial, which I was talking about, the LE 290, which is a tribute across to 80th birthday of Reinhold Messner. The case back is inspired from K2, not from Everest, but from K2. Why K2? Because though Reinhold Messner conquered all the peaks, but K2 was his most favorite one. Why? Because when he climbed K2, it was all calm, quiet. Because normally at those altitudes, it's a rough weather. And he sat over there, enjoyed the beauty of miles and miles of view across over there. So there is a beautiful, intricate story about it. What does it talk? How does it connect across with you? The case back, the case, the dial, even the strap, the red stitch across at the corners. Look around for beautiful stories. Each of these unique pieces are a piece of art. There is a lot more story and detailing gone into it. The craftsmen have spent a lot of time in bringing these pieces of art.
Thank you, Neeraj.